Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here, and I think I just ruined our lives forever.
Oh, you did.
I broke down, and I got us the Nintendo Switch.
I am so excited. I'm freaking out, man. You walked in, you're like, hey, I got a little something in the bag. Bam, Nintendo Switch. Hand goes back in. Boom, Mario Odyssey. I am beside myself.
I don't even know what this episode is going to be about. We're just going to unbox this thing, plug it in, see what it's all about. I'm excited.
I'm pumped. And we're also really excited. This one's for you. This is an IPA by Backpocket Brewery out of Coralville, Iowa.
So sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, smash or switch that subscribe button, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid. Alrighty, we got the Nintendo Switch. Let's talk about it.
Yes, exciting times here at Gaming Off the Grid. You stumbled in the other day and you broke down and brought in a Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
And I couldn't have been more surprised. We had just got done ranting and raving in a prior episode about Nintendo's E3, how they wouldn't quit talking about the Switch and Super Smash Brothers. And you're like, oh, guess I got a little surprise. And yes.
I got a little surprise.
Yeah.
Boom.
It was pretty awesome. We've only had it a couple days. And we only have Mario Odyssey. We're having a shitload of fun with this thing, so we want to talk about it.
And it's consuming all of our free time, which is very little.
So let's talk about Christmas afternoon, unboxing this thing. Because I literally felt like a kid at Christmas.
So we sat it down, and we opened it up, and typical Nintendo, the packaging is amazing. Everything is so pretty, and like it fits perfectly. And we were just taking stuff out, and we were like, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Felt like new toys.
I was filming you doing it, and you just kept saying, wow. Oh, wow. It was so awesome. It was such a great time. But it was, it was packaged very nicely. And then setting it up was super efficient. I felt like we plugged it in, and we were playing.
Yeah, there's no screwing around with crap. They just got straight to the point. You can plug it in and play.
The dock, it's small, it's efficient, there's only a few plugs, it's really hard to mess up.
And I was amazed on how small the actual system is. It's just incredible.
Yeah, the hardware technology for this thing, I've been pretty impressed with. So also in the box, I thought it was really neat, there's a lot of different ways you can play this. You got the colored Joy-Con option. I think there's another option where they're just black or like a charcoal.
It's like a,
Good call. I love the color there. It's really neat. So you got the two Joy-Cons, so then you can basically, they can act as an individual controller. So we could play two-player right out of the box.
Which is cool.
I mean, it's tiny, but it's serviceable.
Well, it comes with these things too, so you have your right and left triggers. You can slide those on.
Yeah, it's really really a cool design. Or you can play with them like in your right and left hand, kind of like maybe
the Wii.
Yeah. And then it came with this dock, Pro Controller style dock, I guess I would say, a dock thingy. You slide them into, and it's more of a traditional controller. So yeah, a lot of different ways right out of the box to play that. We also grabbed a couple of the Nintendo Hori Pad controllers. They've made a great controller for a long time. Hori has for a bunch of different systems. And we got the wired one. It was a little cheaper. We're not scared of wires. We basically play retro stuff all the time. So
there's wires everywhere.
Yeah, so we love wires. It actually makes me feel a little nostalgic or something. But these controllers feel a lot better to my hands. I don't know what you thought. Not bashing on the Joy-Cons because they're far superior to like a handheld controller.
Yes, but I mean, I get why you're saying that because the buttons and stuff are smaller and like they're not, it doesn't feel like they're as rugged, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it is a to-go console.
Yeah, so for sure. The joysticks were just a little weird to me, like a little tiny. But the Pro Controller, I think when we're playing in the game room, we'll probably be on those.
Yeah.
And when we're on the go, we'll be using the Joy-Cons. But it's the cool thing is you can do what works for you. It's got a lot of versatility, and I was pretty impressed with that. So that's what was inside the box. Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, that's the only game we have for it so far, which is kind of funny, but we've been playing it non-stop. So, first off, when we plugged it in and it started up, I was blown away, and I think you were too with the visuals.
Yes.
So pretty, so much detail, the colors, I I'm still in shock, and I've been playing it for a couple days.
Yeah, it looks absolutely incredible. It's definitely a modern marvel on the visual front for sure. I'm glad it's the only game we got, because we have been going, and it's more of an open world Mario game. We've been in every nook and cranny. I feel like if we would have got 2 or 3 games, you know how our attention span is, we'd be playing 20 games at one time and not really digging in, and we've had so much fun with this. Epic level design.
Oh, it's so sweet. And I love that it's open world, because, you know, I feel like there's some people like this game and they'll fly through the main levels, but we are literally searching for everything, and we're like, oh, these are probably collectibles, let's get those. Or
yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. I have a hard time thinking this game isn't going to go down as one of the best Mario games ever. It's going to be an all-timer. It's at least going to be in the discussion.
It's definitely on my list. It's probably number 1 right now.
Yeah, it's weird that I like it as much as I do. We've talked about this before. Mario 64 and the 3-dimensional games, I didn't really like a 3D Mario until Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I didn't feel like I had the precision or the control in Mario 64. I had a hard time knowing exactly where my jumps were going to go. And the 2-dimensional games were all about timing and precision.
And memorization.
Yes, and you could get there with that. But this game, I feel like you've got really good control, and hell, sometimes you transfer into a 2-dimensional like game mode kind of.
Yeah, which is really sweet. It takes you back to the nostalgia, and it's like the old school 8-bit, 16-bit style, and like the music changes and everything changes, and it's so cool because you're like literally on the side of a 3D building, and it's flat, and then you pop out back into 3D, and it's just so smooth, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it looks incredible. It definitely pushes the nostalgia button. It's got the Super Mario Brothers, original game art style. The colors are a little different, but it looks really, really neat. Some games that we may want to get, because eventually we're going to beat this.
Yeah, and then
what the hell are we going to play? Do you have anything on your radar that you think we need to pick up?
Xenoblade Chronicles number 2 looks really sweet. I've never played anything in the series, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard, it sounds incredible.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I actually liked the Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U as well. Some people weren't as big of a fan of that. I don't think it was quite as good as the original, but when this game was announced for the Switch back when it came out, I was really excited to pick it up, so I think that's one. I don't know, though, of any others right now that I think are must-have games. Because a lot of them are ports from the Wii U.
And we have most of the Wii U ones, so it's like, why buy it? Well, buy them again, because it's the same game, basically.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I am excited, kind of, for the new Smash Bros., because Smash Bros. Is awesome, even though E3 was...
Oh, yeah, that was all they freaking talked about, and if you've seen our E3 episode, we got a little heated, because it was just smash, smash, smash the whole time. But that doesn't mean we don't like Smash. We play it all the time.
We're probably going to get it the day it comes out and, not sleep again like usual, but...
Yeah. So that's exciting. There's also a lot of indie games. You were mentioning that there is a good indie scene on the Switch.
Yeah, so it has the online store. We haven't looked much into it, but from what I've seen online, there's so many good indie games for the Switch. So if you know any good indie games, please let us know, because we're always looking for new games to play.
Yeah, absolutely, and we both like the indie scene, so let us know. We don't have as much time when we're always filming and doing that stuff to be looking under every rock to find a hidden treasure, so let us know what we should be downloading. What does this mean for the channel? I know you and I have talked a lot about some of our favorite YouTubers kind of converting their channel into becoming a Nintendo Switch channel, because that's where you get the clicks.
Not going to say any names, but it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be a Switch channel. We're going to talk about it every once in a while. We just do this video because we're excited, but that's about it. We're still going to do the old school co-op stuff.
Yeah, and if it's a co-op game that happens to be on the Switch, we'll cover it. We both have PS4s, and we love our PS4s. Very little of our content is around the PS4. We covered Super Bomberman R because it's a great couch co-op game.
Yeah, and that was for the PS4, but that's also a retro game, so it's it ties in.
Yeah, exactly. So, we're going to use the Switch to our advantage and talk about the games that we think you might care about and that we actually care about. But we're not going to talk about things that we don't care about. We're just not that way.
No, that sounds terrible.
Plus, we've got this really cool dynamic, and it was kind of why we started the channel. We're from two different gaming generations, so we're both filling in gaps for each other. I'm showing you a lot of the old 8-bit, 16-bit type stuff, and when I went off to college, I didn't play as many games as I did when I was younger, and that's when you were younger.
Yeah, that's when I was really gaming.
Yeah, so there's a ton of games. You've brought me into the Portal thing, and Borderlands. There's a lot of games you've shown me that were great.
So many sweet games in that. Oh man,
that time frame. Yeah, and I was just unaware. So I don't see us. That's kind of what started this whole thing. So that's the course that we're going to stay. You've talked about, though, it would be fun to maybe play this thing in random places.
Yeah, I think it'd be a funny segment or something just to see what's the craziest place we could play the Switch. I'm thinking maybe in like a swimming pool, on someone's roof. I don't know, just something. I think it'd be funny and it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. And I think it'd be really sweet to down the line maybe record an episode not in this room. Maybe go to like a brewery and sit down and play, review a beer. I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to open up a lot of that for us somewhere down the line. So definitely going to open up some avenues for us that were maybe closed before we got this thing. But nonetheless, mind blown that you walked in with a Nintendo Switch.
You're welcome.
What do you think of this beer?
I love it. It's an IPA, one of my favorite styles of beer, and it's a good, simple IPA. There's not much hops to it, at least in my opinion. I like IPAs, so I like a lot of hoppiness, but I think it's a nice, simple summer beer. I could picture myself after work buying this, sitting outside on a patio somewhere drinking it. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, so it's a local, or somewhat local, a little further. It's Coralville, Iowa, Backpocket Brewery. They do amazing work. They partner with Raygun, which is a clothing company in our area as well, who's actually pretty popular also. I like it. I can't say that I love it. I'm not a huge IPA fan. I've had IPAs that I'm more fond of, but it's good. I wouldn't say it's a bad beer. You say it's not so hoppy, but that's because you love hops, and so to you it might not be.
I'm biased.
To me, it is a little more hoppy than I would probably go for, but I've made it pretty clear that IPAs aren't my all-time favorite beer, but I do think it's good. We're going to finish off this 6-pack, and we're going to play a little bit more Nintendo Switch.
I'm addicted.
Yes. So it's been a short episode today. We really had no direction for this episode. We just wanted to share with you our excitement.
Yeah, we don't even know what. Yeah, we just
Yeah, it's pretty.
I can't even talk. I'm so excited.
It's awesome. Mario Odyssey, the Nintendo Switch. We kind of want to let you know that it's in our arsenal and some content maybe moving forward. Maybe able to do some stuff on the Switch. Let us know some games we should pick up, please. Especially indie games. Any hidden gems you found that you're like, hey, you guys really need to try this. Because right now we only have Mario Odyssey. So what are we going to play next? We don't know. Maybe you can help us out with that. Let's go play some Switch.
Yep. So keep drinking, keep gaming, and we'll see you next time on Gaming Off the Grid.
We're going to plug this thing in, unbox it, obviously. You have to before you can plug it in. And we're going to let you know what we think about it. We got to do another one.
And what are we drinking?
Piss.
Okay. Poop.
I'm so excited I can poop myself!
I hope you don't.
Alright, let's start over.
Nintendo Switch.
You are absolutely insane. You showed up with this in Mario Galaxy, and I could not be more excited.
Well, let me correct you. It's Mario Odyssey.
Oh, dang it.